Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be using the first all in-game team ever in NBA 2K, let alone NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. In-game cards are new to this year. Perfect stats, basically perfect animations, perfect badges as well for some of the best players in basketball, and also some players who may not deserve in-game cards quite as much as some of the others. We got some of the legends of the game, and then some guys who may not quite fall into that category yet. And I'm interested to see if these in-game cards progress into giving guys like Taco Fall, Manute Bol, Bol, players who don't deserve these types of cards but get invincible cards, Dark Matters, if they'll get in-game cards as well. I'm interested to find out. But before we hop into this video, two things. One, I want to give an absolutely massive shout out to my boy Alec for letting me hop on his account, buy a ton of these cards, and record this video. Spent a ton of his MT, and I really do appreciate it. More than I can say. It is really appreciated that he let me do this video on his account. And yeah, massive shout out to him. I don't think he has any links or anything to plug, otherwise I definitely would, but I really do appreciate it a ton for making this video possible. But also, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 6,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, and I would really appreciate your support if you haven't already, if you do subscribe. That being said, without further ado, I think it's time. Let's reveal the all-in-game lineup. So, as y'all can see, we have 13 in-games in this squad. There are 14 in-game cards in my team. There are 2 in-game Giannis, one that can play point guard and power forward, and then this one which can play small forward and center. This is the cheaper Giannis, and I honestly think it's the better Giannis, the one that we have at this small forward position. And the way that I have this squad built is the way that I think I would build this. If I had these cards in my lineup, this is the way that I would be running this team. I think this is the best team, one of the best teams possible. I mean, you could probably throw in a guy like Taco Fall for Wilt and move Wilt to the backup 4, but like outside of that, I'm not sure I would make literally any changes. Maybe finding a spot for MJ on the team as well. Maybe moving Kobe to the bench to replace LaMelo or Carmelo and finding a spot for MJ at the 2. But like, this team is basically the best squad possible in my team. It's incredibly expensive. Also takes a ton of grinding. Guys like Jokic, Chris Webber, Dirk, Harden. I mean, those guys are big time grind cards in one way or another as well. So this squad is absolutely incredible, and I'm incredibly excited to take them into a game and see what we can do. So without further ado, let's hop into some MyTEAM Unlimited and let's see what the all-in-game squad is capable of. All right, checking out our first opponent squad. I feel bad for this guy. His team cannot compete. Let's get in there and let's wipe the floor with him. All right, hop into this game. We win the tip, and let's get into it. Got some classic Raptors jerseys on. Let's see what we can get going on the offensive end of the court. Gonna try to make sure that we get minutes with all 13 players. We get right to the rim, throw down a dunk. First possession of the game, Nikola Jokic, the Joker, making a play to start us off, and just loving everything. I mean, every single card on this team can create their own shot. They can defend. Most of them have elite size. They're elite in every single area. Perfect stats, perfect badges. I mean, this team, there's just no flaws whatsoever. He does manage to get the rim there and get a dunk, but we're gonna get the ball right back into Kobe's hands because we got a bucket with the Joker in the first possession. We might as well see if we can get one with Kobe in the second possession. Bursting here, bursting back over to the right, easy quick stop, knock down, 3-pointer. Kobe knocking it down, and that's 2 players right there that have scored. I'm gonna try to make it my goal to score with all 13 players as long as our opponent doesn't quit. And if our opponent quits early, we might just have to start our bench next game so we can get more minutes with different players. So that being said, play some defense here. Let's see if we can get through, get a contest. Kobe, he gets another safe dunk. Good offense to start the game for my opponent. I just don't think it's going to last. I haven't even used this Giannis card yet. The fact that we now have a Giannis with exceptional SIGs is so nuts to me. Hit our slips, Shaq with an easy dunk off the pick and roll. I don't know how my opponent plans to get any sort of stops against this offense that we're running with, how good all these players are, how well they can move, how well they can do everything. I just don't see him getting any sort of stops. Admittedly, I'm not getting any sort of stops either right now. Let's get the ball into Yao's hands. Why not? We haven't even used this Yao card. In-game Yao Ming, 7'6" with the ability to handle the ball like he can, is just absolutely nutty to me. Drag back, set shot 25 with Yao upper, and it's easily knocked down. That might be the best card in the game right there. Set shot 25 Yao Ming in-game card. That is so bonkers to me. And yeah, we got a 10-6 lead. There's the defense. We get ourselves a stop, easy stops. We're pushing the ball in transition, getting our pick and fade going. The only person who hasn't scored yet, I'm pretty sure in my starters, has got to be Giannis. So let's get him a bucket real quickly. And literally in less than 3 minutes, or less than 2 minutes, everybody on the team has scored. Actually, right about 2 minutes. Everybody on the team has already scored. So we're getting it going with everybody cooking on the floor. I mean, the fact of the matter is every card on this team can score the ball at a high level. They all have incredible SIGs. They all have perfect stats and badges. They're all basically perfect in every single area. Yao gets himself a block, pushing the ball in transition. I just don't know how you could compete with a team like this unless you have a similar squad yourself. Let's get Yao another bucket. This card is brand new. I want to use Yao a little bit more. Quick stop, and for a 3, he misses it. I dribbled too much that possession. That's on me. That's a shot I got to green, though, to be completely honest. If I don't green that, there is that chance that I miss it, and that is my fault for not capitalizing there because we absolutely cooked him with Yao. And I got to say, this Yao main card is a card that I am just absolutely so excited to get to use both on this team, but then eventually on my team as well, because I mean, just look at the defense that we can play. Everybody can play lane, so we're so long, and then you got a guy like Yao who's literally going to be uncontestable basically. He's 7'6" with set shot 25 and a tough to contest upper. Like, I don't even know what to say, bro. This card is so good. What a dominant start by this team. Already up by 9, and it's just gonna keep on growing. Oh my gosh, look at Yao making another defensive play. This isn't really supposed to be a Yao main gameplay, but like, I can't stop myself from hooping with Yao the way that he's playing so far. Quick 9 points, greens from damn near the logo. We have an 18-6 lead, and it's just going to continue to grow. This team is absolutely dominant. Elite defense again by Yao. He secures another board. Let's share the love this time. Kick it to the corner. Giannis, pump fake. Running here, bursting back to the left. Drag back. Grab me. Okay, that's not it. First possession offensively that I'd say I've kind of struggled, to be completely honest. I'm not moving very well this possession, dribbling wise. We're not doing quite the way that we need to do, but set shot 25, Shaq. Oh, I got a green on me, but it's still rebounded, knocked down from Giannis in the corner, 20-6 lead. Just a dominant performance by our starters in this first quarter. Push the ball in transition. 3 seconds left. 2. Size up. Kobe further. I mean, we'll just take it. Why not? Knocking down a 3. Oh, that's going to get a quit. Beautiful stuff. And in the third quarter, I'm sorry, the first quarter, with a 23-6 lead, we get him right up out of there with the starters. Let's swap some things around. Let's bring in our bench and let's play another unlimited game. And let's start the bench this time. Second team of the video. In all honesty, it's really not much better than the first. We did swap around the lineup. We got LaMelo, Carmelo, C-Webb, Dirk, and Wilt as our starters for this game. We still got to get Scotty Barnes, James Harden, and Magic Johnson some minutes as well. But let's hop into it. Let's get another quick flood and see if we have time for one more at the end of the video. We actually start out this game at a deficit, so let's see if we can go get some points on the board. One of the beautiful things about this bench is the ability to play a guy like Dirk, who's my all-time favorite player. I don't have him in my lineup because I didn't complete collector levels here, so I don't have this in-game Dirk Nowitzki, but that's my all-time favorite player. Being able to get him an open three-point opportunity and use him in my team is absolutely amazing because I haven't been able to use a good Dirk card really consistently all year because none of his cards at the beginning of the year were any good as he made. This game is terrible for letting that shot go in, but none of Dirk's cards at the beginning of the year were any good, and then the Invincible Dirk and now the collector level Dirk are cards, or I guess the in-game Dirk, are both collector level cards that you had to collect cards for. Dirk's going to get another wide open catch and shoot look, and he's going to green that one as well. Set shot 25 is just so incredibly knocked down off the catch and shoot. You love to see that, but being able to use Dirk is one of definitely the highlights, I would say, of this squad. Good defense, good, recover, good. If he makes another lightly early, I'm going to be kind of rattled, but good defense. We got through beautifully. Yes, great defense. Let's go. LaMelo securing the board. Carmelo, let's reward you. You played defense on that possession. Going to reward him with a transition dunk and take an 8-5 lead. So that's 2 players off this bench that we got to score, that we've scored with. Got to get it done with Wilt, LaMelo, and C-Webb. Now, C-Webb, by the way, amazing card. All these cards are amazing. I mean, I could literally talk about all these cards for 10, 15, 20 minutes a piece. Like, they're all so incredibly good in my team, and just having a team that is this capable and this good is just absolutely bonkers to me, that you can build this type of team in my team. This is one of the greatest teams ever assembled in the history of my team, period. And just the fact that I get to use it, and I guess be the first to use it all in-game lineup in 2K22 is absolutely insane to me. But let's get the ball right back in. Let's see if we can get ourselves a three-point opportunity with LaMelo. LaMelo, one of the things I love most about this card, he's got base 3, but he's also got the release 102 upper, which makes his release very hard to contest and makes him super cheesy on the offensive end of the court as a shot creator. As y'all can see right there, quick stop and 4-3, green him from super deep to give us an 11-5 lead. All right, let's see if we can get what we can get going in this possession. Get the ball to C-Webb. C-Webb and Wilt are the only 2 players off the bench that haven't scored so far, so we got to make sure we can get them a bucket this possession, or over these next couple possessions, I should say. Drag back. He's not putting hand up on C-Webb. You have to put hand up on C-Webb. C-Webb's release is one of my favorite releases in the game. That base 110 is so elite. Gets us back to a 6-point lead and leaves us with only Wilt, Harden, Magic, and Scotty Barnes who haven't scored yet. We're cooking with all these in-game cards. All right, final player off this bench that has to score is Mr. Wilt Chamberlain. So let's see if we can go get him a bucket this possession. Wilt bursting here, going to the right, dragging back again, bursting back to the left, dragging back again, attack inside. Devin Booker simply can't hold you, and we will take our easy 2 points with Wilt, and that makes 10 that have scored. So we might as well throw in Magic at the 1, James Harden, one of the better shooting guards in NBA history, at the 2, and we'll throw in Scotty Barnes here at the 3 and give those guys minutes as well. Give them their opportunities to shine and to score. There's the fact this team is just so good. I mean, I don't want to keep beating a dead horse, I guess I would say, but it's just so good. Every card in this team can do everything. They can all create their own shot at incredibly elite level. They can all shoot the ball. They can all defend. They have every badge. They have elite size. They have elite SIGs. There is just nothing that any of these cards can't do, and it just makes this team so much fun to use and so good in my team. Only up 4 right now. We got to extend this lead a little bit, though, because we just cannot be playing close games with dudes like this. And no offense to my opponent, but he's just not that elite of a player, and his team is not all that good. So we just got to get back into our offense and get ourselves some good looks. As I miss at 6%, I'm choking right now. All right, hopping into the second quarter, we get ourselves a steal. We got Harden, Magic, and Scotty Barnes in the game, and we got to go get them some buckets to complete this challenge, basically. I guess this impromptu challenge of sorts with scoring with all these in-game cards, and it really hasn't taken us long to do it at all. We had 1 quarter in that first game. We're just over 1 quarter into this second game, and let's see if Scotty Barnes can green that. And Scotty Barnes with set shot 25 as well is going to green an open corner jumper and give us a 9-point lead. Down to 2. Harden and Magic are the only players who haven't scored yet, and that's going to be a backcourt as well. Need to see if we can get through this game before, or get through these last 2 points before our opponent quits, because I have a feeling he may not last too much longer in this game. But let's get ourselves a pick and roll going here. Magic attacking the rim. I could easily try to take this with Wilt, but instead I'm going to kick it out to Magic. I can't speak, goodness gracious, but see if Magic can go get himself a bucket here. I will say, I don't love Magic's SIGs. They're not bad at all, but I don't feel like he's like the most elite in terms of his movement out of an in-game card. If I wanted to say something poor about one of the cards, I'd say Magic, probably with him having the Francis size up and the Curry escape at the PG position could be improved upon a little bit, but that's a tiny critique for a team that is just so good and so complete. And we get another steal. Let's see if we can end this in style, or not end this in style, because I'm playing out the rest of the game, obviously. But let's see if we can get our last bucket that we need to complete this impromptu challenge in style. And Harden just breaks Dr. J's ankles. He's jumping all over the place. I don't know what he's jumping at. I don't know what he's pausing at, but Harden knocks down a 3, and that gives us a 14-point lead and just complete control of this game. This has been an absolute annihilation. I'm going to throw Yao Ming and Giannis back in the game just because I want to use those 2 cards specifically, and we have now scored with everybody, so I can kind of use whatever cards I want. I'm going to throw those guys back in the game. I'm going to throw LaMelo back in the game just for a bit because I want to use LaMelo a little bit as well, so he finally gets bailed out. Only way this dude can score right now is if he's getting bailed out. Our team is playing so good, and this team is basically unstoppable. Good board by Dirk. Push the ball in transition. Get it up to Giannis. Brand new card. Giannis onto the Kupo. Stopping for 3 and green in that. Set shot 25 on a Giannis card is so nuts. Honestly, set shot 25 and the releases that these cards have, base 3, base 110, all those releases are just so insane to me. Great defense by Giannis as well. We're just destroying my opponent. Nothing he can do. Throw a lob up to Yao. Oh, this game is so lame for letting Bam Adebayo intercept a lob to Yao. I wanted the highlight reel play right there, but that is all right. Give me that. We'll get a highlight reel play on the defensive end of the court instead. Yao Ming, we got to reward him offensively, right? I mean, come on. He just made the play of the year defensively. He gets a snatch block and turns it into a wide open 3 on the other end, and the flood waters are rising. This team is so insane. It looks like right as we were about to hit halftime, we're up like 40-22 or something like that. It does look like our opponent has had enough, and we're going to take this one in the second game. Managed to score with all 13 players as well, which is just absolutely awesome. Let's hop back into the main menu and let's review this all-in-game squad. All right, and that is basically going to do it for this video. I've got to say, I am so incredibly impressed by this in-game lineup. I knew it was going to be dominant. I knew it was going to be tough to stop. I knew it was going to be easy offensively and easy defensively, an incredibly deep, talented lineup, but I was even impressed by how good this team is in Unlimited. They are basically unstoppable. You got elite size, elite defense, elite playmaking. All 5 players on the court at all times can create their own shot at an incredibly high level. Perfect badges, perfect stats, basically perfect animations on almost all of these cards. All these cards are so amazing and so good in my team. I really don't even have anything else to say. This squad is incredible. I just feel lucky that I got to use this squad. So again, massive shout out to my boy Alec for letting me hop on his account and assemble this God squad. And I hope y'all did enjoy this video showcasing all of these amazing in-game cards. But if you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.